evening to Bogi Flies, the first video in this series, which will be me taking the flight from different airports around the world, mainly from Helsinki, Finland, and tonight we'll be flying to Frankfurt, Germany. The plane I'll be flying tonight using Microsoft Flight Simulator X is a Boeing 737-800. It will be actually flown online using VATSIM, so we will have full controller support. I would like to also, of course, those who get to watch this, I hope you enjoy it. For as long as it lasts, it will be 2 hours at least. Hopefully we catch little traffic, so we will be able to arrive Frankfurt at about 2200 local time, depending of course on flight conditions and so on. What I also would like to say is that if you have questions, post them in the live stream chat, and of course you will be able to ask me any questions while we fly. I will try to respond as long, of course, as I'm not communicating with air traffic controllers. So we shall begin by asking the flight air traffic controllers to give us clearance for departure. I'm already connected to the Tampa radar in Finland,
Bombardier, Mike X-ray Golf, descend and maintain
hopefully will give me the clearance. I will actually verify my flight plan. I'm using vPilot for this, and it should be just fine.
Bombardier, Mike X-ray Golf.
So we shall begin. So buckle up your seatbelts and do not get into emergency landing position. Hopefully that will not come to pass. I hope you enjoyed the flight with me, and tune in again next time. Tampa radar, good evening. Swan 03 requesting IFR clearance to Frankfurt as filed.
Station, say again.
Swan 03, good evening. Tampa radar, I'm requesting IFR clearance to Frankfurt as filed. Type of aircraft is Boeing 737-800.
Bombardier, Mike X-ray Golf.
Swan 03, good evening. Tampa radar, you are passed to destination Frankfurt. You have full report in your...
Bombardier, Mike X-ray Golf. Contact Helsinki, approach at 119.1. 119.14, Bombardier, Mike X-ray Golf.
Extremely poor reception.
Roger, Swan 03. Swan 03, you are passed to destination Frankfurt at 5:22 flight for departure. And we shall have this 3 November departure route whereafter travel to Durban. Generation Helsinki is 982, your squawk code is 6003.
Tampa radar S103 has poor audio reception. Please relay the same information by text message if possible. Thank you. Unfortunately, as you see, sometimes reception is poor, so I will actually have to request a text message from the air traffic controller, which will be my IFR clearance. IFR means instrument flight, basically, and in these conditions, considering that it's winter and bad weather, I will be actually having to use my instruments to fly. Once we receive our IFR clearance, I will proceed to program the flight management computer on my Boeing 737. I have no flight plan loaded at the moment. And let's see, based on what we receive, we will be able to program the flight. Now I will respond to the air traffic controller. Swan 03, clear to Frankfurt via runway 22 right. using Astiv 3 and departure, then Doban, initial climb flight 280, information Romeo, QNH 0982, squawking 6003.
Yes, 103, Wayback is correct. Call for push and start, and please report your stand now.
Rogers, 103, requesting startup provision.
103, please report your stand.
I am at ramp 29 at Helsinki. Currently my electrical systems are powered up and I'm ready to begin engine start.
Rogers 103, full phase northwest.
103 requesting resend via text message. Sorry about that, just poor reception tonight.
Roger.
One thing I will also have to do, of course, is consult the departure charts.
Good evening, Oscar Romeo Bravo 3322 inbound, Ledon, flight level 240, we are ready for descent.
Well, I don't think there's any need.
Harbor 3322, good evening, ready contact, descend now, flight level 100 to be level by ROPAM.
My Astiv and departure.
Level 100 for approaching over ROPAM, Bravo 3322, information from you.
Turn
3322, information Romeo is correct, and you can expect runway 22 left for landing. Runway 22 left, Oscar Romeo Bravo 3322.
Now we will be programming the flight management computer, which will pretty much handle all the details of the flight, unless we actually have to intervene manually. The only part that I actually have to deal with manually are the takeoff and landing at the moment. As you can see here on my screen, this is the flight management computer that I installed. It's an extra thing for the Boeing 737-800. Doesn't come by default. And I will begin programming. I will press the initialize button and will, of course, have to set our menu. Okay, I forgot about the menu button. So here we will have navigational data. We're using the latest era cycle for navigational positions. I can click here, for example, position to see where I am. I am at Helsinki Airport. Then I will click route. We'll basically have to load the flight plan from my flight simulator. So I go to flights, flight planner. I already have my file plan saved. So.
322, please say again your speed. You are broken. And
now my SNC contains the data. This is not a very advanced flight management computer for the flight simulator. It's actually quite simple. So just by loading a flight simulator plan, I can actually just fly. Of course, I still have to click perform initialization. It will ask for my flight level, which I will have to set as 34,000 feet. It's set. I have fuel calculation already prepared, and I have to initialize vertical navigation. Apologies for my babbling. And I have to verify if this information is correct. Currently at Luxem I already have flight level 200. Flight level 340 actually means 34,000 feet. Okay. And of course this will also deal with my approach. Now I'll have to set departure and arrival. For arrival let's use perhaps runway 25 left. We'll use, I guess, the CHA off-road. We'll go back to route. This has already been ILS 25 left. Select. We will activate this. Well, activate. The database is complete. Now I will proceed with the rest of the operation. 103, startup complete, ready for taxi.
So 103, do you want me to copy on voice or on text this time?
Please send text this time.
Roger.
And we will set our initial altitude after verifying the charts for departure. By setting the altitude, I'm actually using the autopilot. Rogers, 103 will taxi via Delta to Zulu Delta, holding short of runway 22 left. And we will... Speed of 220 knots. This will be our initial climbing speed. The plane usually takes around 150, but we'll set this to 120. As we climb, we will increase the actual speed of the plane. We'll be cruising actually at about 340 knots. We will be setting our autopilot to GPS navigation. So it uses the actual flight plan loaded into the navigation computer. We will arm the auto throttle, and we will set the departure course for runway 22 left for 220. Normally, of course, I would have to go through some checklists, but I don't have them available for the Boeing 737. And now to begin, I will actually apply a little bit of thrust to the engines. I will remove the parking brakes. I will make sure I have clear to the left. At this point, I don't have a co-pilot, but I'll have to check the right side of the aircraft. There's nothing there. So I will taxi as instructed. Parking brakes released. And we are set. A bit of tracking here in the corner. Verifying the instruments, everything seems to be in order. Altimeter is set, primary flight display is ready, and here we go! Okay, let's verify our total quadrant, going with more thrust to the plane. Now to
again. Victor, uniform, no scheduled functions with your normal approach rate.
Here on the displays we'll actually have to see that we're running at a thrust level of about 30%. Speed is basically below 1 knot. I will apply about 40% thrust. So we actually accelerate. Taxi since we didn't start at a gate, we actually started off at a parking ramp. We actually by the way, I'm actually not using the joystick here, I'm using an Xbox Xbox 360 controller. I do not have a joystick at the moment, so I'm basically using what I have available. I will also have to set my transponder, which I have not set yet. I should have actually set it in the beginning. I've already been assigned a code, which is 6003. We are currently taxiing at an HP of 3 knots. This is actually quite slow. Closing the radio stack. Of course, I could have just used the virtual cockpit, but it's much more convenient to use the instrument counters. There's a couple of airplanes on the ground before us, so that's a bit concerning. I'm using the default scenery, by the way, for the Helsinki Airport.
Victor India Gungan, access for the approach from altitude at turn right on 630 and descend 3000 feet.
Here to my right you will see another plane landing. This is all on mine. It's a Bombardier Learjet 45. It's a rather small plane. It's a small jet. What it's doing? I see a Boeing 757 and two 757s. Japanese taxiway. This is Yankee Foxtrot. I have to go to Delta Zulu Delta. I literally hope they're not on my taxi, because that situation, that's problematic. Hopefully soon enough I'll be able to start a couple of more videos with my co-pilot that will help me fly the plane, or at least help me go through the checklists and departure and arrival chart, which, well, I'll reveal that this person has been proven to be very good at reading. So that actually makes me very proud. But, of course, this is a surprise. I will not reveal who this person is. Northwest. Let's see. Here. Basically try before I even start flying. By the way, if you're also interested in learning more about Boeing 737 800, Wikipedia has plenty of information about it. It's actually one of my favorite airliners. The whole Boeing series is actually outside have to avoid these other planes, unfortunately. Here's an outside view of the plane. These Boeing 737-800s actually have winglets for, well, enhanced performance. At least that's how I understand it.
Victoria Uniform turn at 31548. Train verified, Victoria vehicle.
these taxiways, I don't really have the airport charts printed, but I'm quite familiar with the layout of Helsinki Vantaa. I've actually used it quite a bit. It's not very complicated, it only has basically 6 runways, but technically, physically, there's 3 available.
Please report your position.
Swan 03 currently taxiing to Delta Zulu Delta.
Roger that. Please report when holding short for 22 left.
Swan 03 reporting when holding short of 2 left.
Please report more Charlie.
Swan 03 will report when holding short of 2 left.
Temperate Center, Orbit 2352, with you. Orbit 2352, Compare Center, roger.
Message from text that is copy. Stand by. Copy turbulence information. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Victor India Uniform proceeding. Captain is reporting moderate to severe turbulence. Alongside Columbus Flight 0. Good evening, you guys. Thank you very much. And I promise if there is some turbulence around 70 and is on driving 40. Connect however, 3322 Sunlight 2548, bad island, approach 22 left. Okay, then supervisors with our last one, due to aware of the following established number 3322. Victor India Uniform question, are you business flight? Victor India, say again. Victor India Uniform question, are you a business flight? Actually, no.
Pacific 5287, short 55 miles northwest, turn right, heading 175, descend and maintain 17,000, expect vectors, ILS, runway 15, approach. Pacific 5287, turn right, heading 175, descend and maintain 5,000.
Maybe near the already. Roger, we'll talk about more about that when you're on ground. Please feedback now 180 knots. Whatever that Victor India Uniform. Established number of flight on the street.
Unfortunately, I took a bit of a wrong turn there. Missed actually Zulu Delta, shame on me. Turn back, I had to cross runway 15.
Very quick turn near uniform, turn left now, heading 255, is about runway 22, you are number 2. Okay, 255, clear side left, coming in 22 left, number 2 for approach, good approach to the Pacific, clear vehicle. Please report your number.
103, entering Zulu Delta now.
Well, use 103, you are cross runway 22 left, to Delta, and to Delta to holding cross 22 right.
103 requesting text transmission, please.
Okay, you just hold the steps on the way without the suit. I'll take 3 near uniform, continue approach, you are number 2. Number 2, continue approach, clear uniform.
Tampa Run Center, Cessna Oscar Hotel Zulu Papa Uniform, this type Cessna Skyhawk 27 miles south of Echo Foxtrot November Uniform, request flight following. Cessna Oscar Hotel Zulu Papa Uniform, Compare Center, Squawk 1005. Squawk 1005, Cessna Zulu Papa Uniform. Cessna Zulu Papa Uniform, radar contact 28 miles south of Echo Foxtrot November Uniform, 2,500, altimeter 2948. Copy, Cessna Zulu Papa Uniform.
103 at holding point for Zulu Delta.
You should find flight license is 2050, information Sierra on board, 1745, bring back was correct, call for start. Cleaning coverage Pro, this is World Express 1217, location Kittilä Airport, requesting clearance to Helsinki. Delta Order Kilo 1217, good evening, Thunder Radar, stand by for clearance, clearance in about 5 minutes.
Okay, if you look here to the right, there's quite a bit of airplanes coming in. So basically I have to wait for them to land before I'm cleared. 103 holding position for incoming traffic. Traffic sighted, will be holding that point.
contact Helsinki, approach on 119.1. 119.1 for Pacifica 5287.
Currently, of course, my engine's on idle, so parking rates are set. I don't really remove those. There's this other 737 coming if I go now. Running course are very causing quite a bit of problems. This one, like the co-pilot, doesn't want me to go onto the runway now with an incoming plane that's arriving in Helsinki. Oh, apparently there's two aircraft coming. An Airbus A321 and a 737-800. Well, I guess we'll have to wait for both until comp radar clears us to go. Try a few settings on the top panel. Okay. Seems to be okay. Well, at least we can have to watch for incoming traffic. We will be seeing them landing right in front of us. The 737-800 is coming first. Like me, these planes will be using an ILS landing system, which is basically instrument landing. The plane almost lands itself. I will explain this when we reach Frankfurt.
Cessna 2 Papa uniform. Contact Collins Center on 122.9er.
There we go. We're going to have
122.9er. Cessna 2 Papa uniform.
And approaching. Here he comes. Here he comes. The Airbus is right behind you. There we go, 727 touching down just before us. This is quite amazing. Actually, at least that's quite amazing. There we go, 737 touch down. We're going to be applying the thrust reversers.
Uniform, wind is standby for winds, structure flat land 22 left, quarterback.
We will be able to ride Frankfurt at about...
Standby for wind, structure flat land 22 left, quarter left, wind is 210 at 22 knots. Number 3322, turn left.
Piper Bravo X-ray Yankee, York 50 miles north, turn left heading 120, climb and maintain Niner South, expect vectors ILS, runway 15, approach. Turn left heading 120, climb and maintain Niner South, expect vectors ILS, runway 15, approach, Piper Bravo X-ray Yankee.
Airbus, it's clearing this at 2.2 miles. You can already see they're at 1,000 feet. I wonder where these planes are coming from. One trick I would teach you is to open backcasting.com, and you can actually see their flights anywhere in the world. There's actually thousands of planes flying in this electric environment now, which is actually pretty amazing. Swan 03 after Airbus 319 on final will taxi via Delta, Whiskey Delta to holding 22 right. Thank you. And here's the Airbus.
Left 745 behind Swan, Boeing 737, taxi to holding point 22 right via Delta, Romeo and Whiskey Romeo.
Swan 03 taxiing to the right.
Via Delta.
Romeo. Delta Whiskey Romeo. I'm using the brakes a little bit here.
Piper Bravo X-ray Yankee. Turn right heading 160. Turn right heading 160. Piper Bravo X-ray Yankee. Piper Bravo X-ray Yankee. Descend and maintain 2000. Descend and maintain 2000. Piper Bravo X-ray Yankee. Piper, Oscar, Hotel, Papa, Quebec, Golf, with you 5,500. Piper, Oscar, Hotel, Papa, Quebec, Golf, compare center, roger, altimeter, 2948.
Swan 03 at holding Boeing Whiskey Delta to 22 right. Of course, now we will have hold and clearance.
Swan 03 winds 210 at 22 knots, runway 22 right, clear for
Okay. Swan 03 clear to cross 22 right. Thank you.
Contour center, Piper, Oscar, Hotel, Papa, Quebec, Golf, request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Piper, Oscar, Hotel, Papa, Quebec, Golf, compare center, clear to the Charlie airspace. Clear to Charlie airspace, Piper, Papa, Quebec, Golf.
Runway, hopefully lining up, and then I will have to perform a short takeoff checklist. Normally I'll be basically putting on the parking brakes, reducing engines to idle, and check what the complete change flaps to 5 degrees for takeoff for Boeing 737. Then I will be proceeding to the actual mission. All these airports, if you see this, well, kind of yellow line down the middle, it's nice, so you don't see it really well. These are basically guidance lines on the map. It's a good idea to follow. It will actually help you to stay centered, unlike some of my, well, earlier driving, which was sometimes a bit clumsy driving on the ground.
Piper, Papa, Quebec, Golf. Contact Helsinki, approach on 119.1. Going to 119.1, Piper, Papa, Quebec, Golf.
Pre-takeoff checklist, we will be lowering the flaps to
Piper, Bravo, X-ray Yankee. Contact Helsinki, approach on 119.1. Going to 119.1, Piper, Bravo, X-ray Yankee.
Swan 03 rolling.
Скорость растет.
We are at B1, basically.
160. 180. 200. 220. 240. Рубеж. Подъем. Безопасная набора. 10. 40. $120. 120. Шасси убрано, створки закрыты.
Cutting off power to about 70%. I'm actually flying too fast at this moment. And I'll be raising my nose to compensate. And I'll be turning 275. I'll be actually coupling the autopilot at this point.
Contacting
Sweden
Sweden
Command A.
Thank you, bye bye.
And speed hold. Unfortunately, the aircraft overstressed, so this ends our flight. I do not understand really why. I will be disconnecting from VATSIM and this transmission ends. I'm sorry it had to be this way. Anyway, thank you for watching. This was it for now, and I hope you watch again. Hopefully next time the aircraft will not overstress, even though I was already reducing throttle. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.